Hey, so I gotta say something. Like, I won't be posting videos as often as I'd like to. I may miss a couple days here and there because, well, my videos are pretty long and it takes a long time to edit them. And, see, I'm working on lots of other stuff. I actually decided to program a visual novel in my spare time because I got bored. And I'm working on lots of sprites and backgrounds for it, so yeah, it's taking up lots of my time too. Plus, I have two siblings and a cat I need to take care of, so yeah, I may not be able to post as often as I'd like to. Sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome to Ace Attorney. We're still playing this game. Apparently, we are. So, let's go here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I forgot what was happening because I just been focusing on editing. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court. Courtroom. Wait, no. Defendant lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh, that's right. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick! Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Why am I sweating so much? Whoa, ya pal. Hey. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yoki says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. How would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. I almost said he doesn't remember, but my brain switched just in time. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, yes. It's been a while since I've heard this. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submits decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed and silenced by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I'd like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Of course, he's asleep again. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Oh my god, water feels so cold because I just drank peppermint tea. Why I left court. Oh yes, I love this music. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as is. That's really suspicious. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Alright, cross-examination time. I'm really sorry about leaving, but I wasn't running away. Went to go buy some food for Polly. Figured I got nothing to do with it anyhow. Yeah, right. Hold it! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with the incident? That's what I was thinking. Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. Oh, crap. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Oh, crap. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old I don't know, said? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Wait, that's it? You have a motive. What about that paper? How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. We have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack of thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Hold on, I'm sweating so much I need to take off my sweater. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. But how would he know that? Both of these statements are lies! Order, order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this... Wait, Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident! It figures the judge would have heard it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Oh no. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh no, I hate you. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then, we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Let me guess. Like, he burned off his fingerprints or something. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. How convenient. What? What? No fingerprints? I wanna take away my fingerprints. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Oh, I burned my fingerprints working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it slide like this. I can't lose! Therefore, there has to be another way. There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to? I didn't even know it was possible. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Yes. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes. This is gonna be fun. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That is so cool. That is so cool. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify to us. Who is your owner? Hello, Squawk. Wait, that's it? What a short testimony! Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Oh my god, what do we... I'm just gonna press all the freaking statements. Hello, Squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. How do you expect a parrot to understand that, Phoenix? I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Oh, have we forgotten something? Yes. As I recall, 2 days ago... Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? Squawk. What? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello? Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Wow. Press. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to this parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that our owner is Mr. Yoki. Oh my god. Hold on, I need to scratch my ear. What if Okay, I'm gonna try and choose a different answer this time. Witness! You can't just say hello to Inspector. Okay. Oh, you testify, Maya talked to her. Okay. What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk. Mr. Wright. I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I think so. Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie in the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name that reveals the caretaker's identity is... Gregory, Yanni. That's it? I'll go check Yanni Yogi's. Court bailiff. Trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworths. That sounds really weird. Like, okay, that just put a weird image in my mind. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancé Polly Okay, I got it now. Okay, wow. This is wonderful. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information that's connected to the parrot's name? Wait, crap. Victim data... It's on the victim data page. I'm sorry, but Where in this file is... Okay. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That is why he named his parrot after her. I just thought it was a stereotypical parrot name. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. It is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroboration evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. I'm guessing it's the other option, the safe thingy, the safe number. What is the safe number, Polly? Maybe I'll get her to say the number that's safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try and get her to say anything, okay? Polly! What was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you're not claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Oh my god, it does! Oh my god, it does! Oh my god, it does! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? It's a date! It's a date! Oh my god, it's a date! Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? It's a date. From the DL6 thingy. Oh my god. See? Date. 12/28/2001. I told you. I freaking told you. It's the date on DL6. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on the safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People who do often set their secret numbers to dates. Oh no. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Yes, witness. Tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he does not remember... No, it's okay. Whoa! I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different! This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years! Jeez. Well, let me ask you again. Please, state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Wow. Order, order! Yanni Yogi! So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. Wow. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have the brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Wow. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Wow. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Yeah. Still, you are clear to suspicion in this particular case. So I'd like to pass on the judgment for the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Oh my god, this is very suspicious. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Yes! Confetti raining from I don't know where. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wow. Von Karma didn't actually... Oh. Did someone just say objection? Did I just see Von Karma smile? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Oh my god. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's gonna say he's guilty! He's gonna tell us he was the murderer on the DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad! Oh my god. Oh, what do I do? Oh my god. Oh, please, Edgeworth, don't do this.
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Oh no. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? Oh god. I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. Oh god. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. My god. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me. Wow. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. Oh, it's gonna be kind of a long episode, I assume. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Wow. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. You know what's weird? I'm actually recording this on, Father's Day? But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. I don't think you can prove that. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. For me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Nope. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As I went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Well, And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I had lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi had made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As I went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. I keep thinking it says tapping. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. And then what happened? The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. That scream. Objection. Are you sure you heard only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what pages it is on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth heard only one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the piston was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, the incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. Don't update the autopsy. Don't update anything for that matter. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. That's true, I guess. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, the boy at that time. Do you have proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Wait, no, I said... Wait. Okay, let's do the file. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime. Yeah, see that bullet hole? There is no way Edgeworth could. Yeah, that's see that little hole right there? That's where the second fire was. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying here is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. The photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Well, duh. One by Edgeworth, and one up there. Oh, please don't be picky, and please let me get this. I don't want to get a penalty. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who else could that be? The murderer, of course. Oh. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary? That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered at the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet was never found. That's 'cause it... Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. No, it was fired from inside the elevator to outside the door. The bullet that Gregory Edgeworth claimed... The bullet that Gregory Edgeworth's life was... The bullet that Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly someone else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I had won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick! Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I almost said no objections by accident. I I have to raise an objection, man. You have to save him.
Objection!
Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know, his case is perfect! Oh no. Grah! It must exist. The second— oh my god, hi Mia. What? What did you just say? Nothing! The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Wow. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from us, Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it, existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it, simply. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer has no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it. You would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of him? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. Wow. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can't tell you you're grasping, yet I cannot possibly deny of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in this incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick! Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grosberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for a man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but he took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Oh? You have indicated that the possibility of the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I say it now? Oh, wait, a metal detector! Oh, I get it. I get it. Yes, say it now, say it now, say it now. Your Honor, there's a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? Oh no. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting after the day of the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That will leave a doctor as his witness. Grr, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? Oh, gross, I'm imagining that. Oh, that's insane! No, we couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself, so it's still there. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce this evidence that proves I was shot? A metal detector. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. That's disgusting. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh! I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we will be allowed... Your Honor, the defense requests that we will be allowed to use this metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Yes. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, beep, beep. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, no, that is disgusting. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet inside my Oh, that's so gross. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligations to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet is... Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any DL6... You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict... I can link that the bullet on your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. My badge. I get it now. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All the bullets fired from a gun are marked with a weapon's unique pattern. By examining the marks, you can tell which weapon fired from the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. I'm so tired. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. That's disgusting. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that the bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Does that sound gruesome? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh my god. Wow. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Oh! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Wow. Mr. Von Karma? Whoa. Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your... Wall abuse. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death, death. Wall abuse. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm so sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one who catched you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you have to be penalized. I've covered you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like I had never known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have been gone out. I was in the hall when I felt my way into the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew it then. It was destiny. Wow. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Again, confetti from I don't know where. Just random confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, Von Karma's gonna be mad at me forever. December 28, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know! Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right? I think I just oohed. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You gotta learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. What? I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. We'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I made Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Where'd you come from? Lotta! Y'all are great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Uh-oh, we're going back to episode 1! Why that sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. Oh my god. She's going to live in Paris! Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift in me. I read that wrong. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Hairy butts! You come along too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not the... When he says treat, that's not police talk for... When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. That's a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that the exact amount of the lunch money that was stolen from Mr. I don't remember it saying that, but wow. 38! No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyways. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Me neither. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known I'd become a prosecutor. Can't you be both, though? The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Lol, no. Hey, I'll line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after all that, dinner's on me. To be continued or the end? Oh, whatever. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What? December 29, 5:02 a.m. Wright Co. and Law offices. Wright and Co. law offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Ha! No, that's the time I woke up this morning. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. Oh, don't tell me you're leaving. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. No! I I'm heartbroken. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. Oh my god. This is heartbreak at its finest. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Oh no, that means I don't get... Oh. Oh, yes, please convince her to stay. Please convince her to stay. Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grosberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence for you that helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Oh my god. If I answer the wrong thing, will she literally go?
Take that!
Huh? Sorry, Nick. Oh, crap. But one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise. No, don't leave. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Heartbreak. Oh my god! Thanks, Nick. Oh my god. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. So... Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Let me guess, we finished this game? We finished this game? That's awesome! Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct and to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Oh, it's on autoplay now. That's really cool. This is so cool. I just love this. Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. Oh my god. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh, she's from Hawaii right now. Yeah. Oh god. Shh. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. I never knew this. Phoenix, right? Ah, the defense attorney for whom oh my god. You had to get me with that word. Oh, you should know. Oh my god, he's talking. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Should he be in the area, whatever. Ahem! Oh, it's only you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon? Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Wow. This feels oddly nostalgic. Oh, yes, you. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, not buying it. You can be a star without a name. You can be a star without a name like Phoenix. Oh God, stop. I'm pleased to announce that the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face in public till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? Well, this is nice. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she got a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some pink trading cards. I wonder where whatever. I can't read. Oh my God, whatever. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. I was kind of in shock for a boy of my tender age. Wow. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind him there was a ghost. Mia! For real, now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Wow. Oh my God, that's so cool! That's so cool! Yay! Oh! So we've a brand new. Ooh! Oh, this is the last one. Oh, this is so. Ooh! I'm so excited to play this. I'm so excited to play it. Oh my God. Okay, well, thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Ace Attorney. Oh my God! If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Oh my God. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye! Hold it. I'm not gonna record Rise of the Ash. Okay, I already recorded it, but you see there's this thing where, I was recording it for over 2 hours because I don't remember why, but I got stuck on something. Anyway, I am not posting that. The, I don't, I'm probably gonna be recording a different game next, not Ace Attorney. We're gonna stay away from that for a little while. And maybe we'll come back to it a couple games later to finish the next one. What is it? Justice for All? And then Trials and Tribulations? Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna post Rise of the Ashes. Don't get your hopes up. I'm real sorry, but I'm just not gonna.